Super,
I used it.
super. This app is insane. I mean,
Uh,
at some point in time, I'm gonna convert over to Zoom. I mean,
got you. Yeah. All right. What's
uh,
good?
what's the word though?
I could only see half my face. You good?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean,
All right.
what's the word though? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm excited. Um, hyped to be on the big stage again. Uh, you know what I mean? Like, and give another crazy performance.
Um, First off, before we even get into the questions, let's just say this, because at the end of the day, we all peers, we all work together. So you gotta congratulate. This is your second gnome back to back. I mean, really, we could say last year, what the year before was your year one, 2020.
Yeah.
I mean, so in 3 years, you've been on gnome 2 out of 3. That's an amazing accomplishment. Some people that have had longer careers than you haven't made gnome at all. Have only made it once. You made it
Yeah.
back to back 2 times. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. That's just a testament to the work that you put in. You know what I mean, and your consistency level. So that's fire.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Um, you battled last year at gnome Danny Myers. You are single handedly responsible for stopping Danny Myers' streak.
Hmm.
That adds, and I mean something else to the legacy that you're creating right now. I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like last year that was your best performance of the year. So you know what I mean. The setting has changed. The opponent has changed. How
Hmm.
you feeling going into this gnome battling a well rested Kayshawn?
Um. Yeah. The setting's different. The opponent's different. But I'm trying to. I don't think I could. You know how like some battle rappers would be like, they'll be like, all right, throughout the year, and then if it's a certain event, they gonna turn up, and everybody will call it like, oh, when he's on this card, he goes crazy. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think you could do that with me because I do that every single time I'm out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So like
Mm-hmm.
with this gnome, I'm trying to be better every single time, and even if fans don't see certain little things that I'm doing, I know that the rappers could notice it. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and it's another reason that I keep getting the calls for this shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not I'm reliable. You know what I mean? There's no matter what the card is or whatever it is, if I'm on the card, I'm gonna be giving a good performance, no slip ups, 3 rounds. You know what I mean? Entertain the crowd, do all that shit. So, um, I know that that's what I'm gonna try to do with this, and then with Battle and Shine, I've said this in mad interviews before. Shine is one of my favorites. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Um, Shine, and it's crazy because there's like a list. If you ask me my list, I'd have to sit down to make it. But I mean, I've already battled a lot of people on my list, like my list of my favorites, like Patch Day, Arsenal. You know what I mean? Like that shit is crazy. Now I'm battling Shine, so I already know he's well rested, like you said. He's gonna go crazy. He's a performer. It's gonna be crazy to stand in front of, and it's definitely gonna be a challenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um. With that being said, does anything change for you? Like I said, being that the last known was in Cali, which was like the regular caffeine setting until we got the world back open up, and now we stepping in front of 2,000 people on this known. Does anything? I mean, don't give away too much, obviously, but does anything change when you going into this battle and being of right? Because I feel like when somebody is one of your favorites, the respect level is higher, which I would feel like, you know what I mean, somebody watching it would be like, oh, that means, you know what I mean. No, I feel like anytime somebody's scared of somebody or somebody's well aware of what somebody's capable of, or they have a certain respect, that pushes them to the next level because they know what they up against. It's usually reversed when you underestimate somebody or don't think they could fuck with you, is when you know what I mean, you might sleep on them and not come in there how you supposed to.
Facts. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Um, the best way I could say it is that the things that need to change will change, and the things that don't need to change won't change. That's the best way I could say it. You know what I mean? There's certain things that I shouldn't stray away from, and there's certain things I might have to add. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, that's the best way I could say it.
Got you, got you. My next question that I got for you, well, not question, it's actually a statement. Shout out to Sarah in the building. My next statement that I got for you is, even though y'all do very different things, I said, and a lot of people in this chat said this too, this battle saved Gnome, in my opinion, because y'all both, like Danny and None None was confident in saying they had battle of the night. I interviewed both of them. And then when
Yeah,
y'all battle got announced, they said, oh nah, this could take that away because it has everything that a battle has. You see what I'm saying? I feel like it's gonna
yeah,
have aggression. Even though y'all two different type of performers, it's gonna have high energy. It's gonna have performance. And it might. I mean, people. I mean, Kayshawn is not a freestyler like, you know what I mean, like Sharon or something, but he's done it. Same thing for you. So we got freestyling in there, breakdowns, all it has everything that a battle needs. So I feel like this battle being added just added the card up a notch because I've never seen you take a day off. I've never seen Sean take a day off. You don't
yeah,
mess up. He doesn't mess up. And it's like this, and it's crazy because, like I said, you only been here 3 years. But when you see other battles get announced, certain people say, "Oh, this don't feel like Gnome." When y'all battle gets announced, everybody says, "You know what I mean? This feels like Gnome." So, do you how do you look at that, knowing how long you've been here and how you've been being embraced when your battle gets announced, especially against a legend? I mean, somebody that is, when this is all said and done, first ballot Hall of Fame, and you know what I
yeah.
mean, you
I,
got
f-
the matchup with them.
I feel like I'm glad that that's how the general consensus is, because as the rapper, you see all the comments, you see those and you see the other ones. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But like, for the most part, the shit that I seen was this saved the card because yeah, I'm gonna be on 100. Sean's gonna be on 100. He's well rested. Uh, this is my third battle since May. You know what I mean? So like, I'm already in the zone. So yeah, this battle's gonna be crazy. Um, and I think I just don't like when like I see some people say stupid shit. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just because I'm the rapper and I saw some of these comments that is irking me or whatever. But yeah, it's just like when some people were saying like this should have been Jakk versus Shine, right?
yeah, yeah. That's what's
So
happening in the comments right now. So I'm glad you addressing it.
yeah, like shout out to Jakk. He's a great performer. You know what I mean? But if if they gave Shine like people were saying Shine was ducking. Like I don't think Shine is dodging a bullet by taking me instead of Jakk. Like I think he's this is a shout out to Jakk, but I think I'm a greater challenge than Jakk is. You know what I mean? I think that I've stood in front of more killers. Like I've stood in front of like some of the craziest performances from when I battled Past Day. I didn't battle the Past Day that was in front of Sean. I battled the A1 Past Day. I
Mm-hmm.
battled you rapping way longer than me. You know what I'm saying? Like A1 freestyling angles, doing all the shit that you always do. A1 Av. You know what I mean? Like I'm standing in front of people like that and I'm putting on great fucking shows and performances and shit. You know what I'm saying? So if if that's the case, and if Sean has the option, if I'm Sean, this just what I'm thinking. If I'm Sean and I got the option of, all right, this is my return battle. You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna put on? Who's gonna present more of a challenge? Who do I have more shit to say to? You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna rap with me and do all this other shit? I'm gonna pick Stick. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So from the rapper standpoint, I see that. You know what I mean? But um, I don't think him and Jakk wouldn't be like. I think him and Jakk should go down. I think that's going to be a crazy battle. But if you pick me, it's not like he. It's not going to be any. Me and Sean is going to be crazy. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And then this is the same shit that happens every battle. Before the battle, people got mad shit to say that's negative. And then after the battle, they're like, "Yeah, I never knew that battle was gonna be crazy." But it'd be the battles that you don't expect. It's like, shut up, just watch the battle. Just watch the battle.
yo,
It's
yo, you
previous.
know, you know what's so crazy, right? It's like
Yeah,
it's like when I first, cause I think me and you 30, I'm 31, right? We like damn near close to the same age. But it's like in battle rap years,
27.
oh 27. I'm sorry. Let me put no let me not put no extra
Don't,
years on you.
yeah,
And
don't make me older.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't let me put no extra years on you. I got you by 4 years. But what I'm saying is like we close in the same age
Yeah.
range to where you know what I mean? Like it's not like I'm some OG, I'm 40 or something, but in battle rap, you know what I mean? I would be considered that. So when I see you first come in the game, I see you humble. And I mean, we had off-screen conversations where I'm like, yo, I don't be listening to what these fans say, and you were not mean so receptive in hearing it. And then even the face off with Fonz, when I just seen you like get fed up, I'm like, it's gonna happen, like, cause you can't. As time goes on, you see why everybody else that's been here for so long develops, cause there's no winning, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Whether somebody feel like you lost or
Yeah.
won your last battles, you've been consecutive, you've been showing up, and then people would just throw, which we hate this word. This word has to get retired after this year, but they'll just throw narratives on your name or just attach it. And it's like at some point in time, nobody's just gonna stay quiet because you gotta just you gotta sway away from it. So I say that when you said that, like y'all don't know. It's like no, bro. It's like one day they could wake up and you're the greatest. You know what I mean? They had a bad day. They behind on a couple bills. They wake up the next day. You know what I mean? You got the same style. You're boring. And then the next day you're crazy. Then if you say you retired, why did you? You need to come back. Like it's just. You know what I mean? So you just got to do what you do and continue to you know what I mean stay in your
Yeah.
stay in your lane because the people that rock with you they're gonna continue to rock with you. John is in there. He said narratives ruined battle rap. I agree. They definitely did. Like as much as more light has got put on since battle rap has become more popular, it's also way more negativity
Hmm.
has been surrounded by that. With more media outlets and more people being there. But the next thing I'm gonna ask you is, what? Nah, go ahead. Say what you was gonna say.
I was just gonna say, the narratives are only narratives if you don't address them. Like I
Mm,
think that the way the people that set these narratives and shit like that is so fickle.
mm-hmm.
If you respond to it in a way that they like or something like that, then they're gonna change the narrative like that. Like if they set a narrative of whatever, and then I get on a Spaces or I get on an interview and I start spazzing and people, oh shit, Sikh snapping, the fucking narrative is gonna change like that. That means there's no backbone to the narrative. It's not real. You know what I
Mm,
mean? The only thing, if it could switch that easily, that's not a real thing. And
yeah.
another thing that makes me it is funny. I was talking to somebody else and they told me that too. They were like, you came in super humble, you know what I mean? All of that. And I was like, yeah, I did get fed up only because I feel like, you know, whether it's short prep or like the most I got for a battle was maybe like a month prep or something like that. Most of my battles been short prep. I show up every single time. I don't slip a stutter a fucking word. You know what I mean? I got angles, jokes, bars, everything. You know what I mean? And I stand out on the card. And then the only thing people want to focus on is he might have lost that one. Yeah, it was debatable. Like nobody highlights the good shit. You know what I mean? They only
Of
try to
course.
take the bad shit and try to put that on your jacket instead of, yo, he stood in front of, you can make a Mount Rushmore out of my resume. And people aren't talking about
Mm,
that. But
that's
people
hard.
got to talk about, yo, you know what I mean? He might have done this, he might have done that. Like, I don't, yeah, that narratives is definitely the shit that's gonna, like, push you to the edge. It's what are you talking about? Like, do you even, like, this shit is just crazy. But the thing that helps me, or the thing that I had to realize, the people that are vocal about this shit is not the majority. You know what I mean?
Mm,
The people that most people are gonna watch a battle and talk about it amongst this circle, like the friends, the people that they hang with, whatever, right? That's what most people are gonna do. The people that are taking the time out to leave a comment about it, if it's a supporter, that's genuine support. That's love. Yo, I had to leave this here because you know what I mean, this shit was fire. I had to let you know that's love. But if you're putting that energy towards the negative way of, man, I gotta say this, or man, I don't care about this battle, be the same one after the battle. Yo, that was battle of the night to me. Like, it's so fickle. You know what I mean? So that's the shit that I had to realize, at least, or what I know that helps me be like, all right, but that's not, you know what I mean, what people.
yeah,
But
that's not yeah, that's not the reality. But yeah, that's 100% how this shit goes, man. And it's like it's hard to tell somebody something because when you first come in, unless you just got the stigma off the rip. But most of us, when we first come in the game, it's all love. So when everybody tells you, what I mean, it's in anything in basketball, music industry, and they like, yo, when they turn on you, what you gonna do? That's such
mm-hmm,
a far thought because you just still trying to process. Like, yo, I just went from nobody knowing me at all
mm-hmm,
to, I mean, being one of the most popular people. So how can I process that a bunch of people are, gonna hate on me in the future? Like,
mm-hmm.
how do you get that in there? So, um, it's super tough to do that to predict that. But then when it happens, you're like, wow, that's what they was talking about. Because when people said it to me, it was hard for me to process it too. Like, what are you talking about? They rocking with me. They telling me I should freestyle more. And then you just see when it's like, all right, yeah, we tired of them. So now we just gonna run with whatever happens. And it happens to everybody that's around. And I feel like
Yeah,
even though I don't like it, I feel like it separates the good from the great because um once you're able to overcome that hurdle, nothing else is gonna affect you later on in your career. So I
yeah.
feel like it's something that like all battle rappers got to go through. That's what really defines them. But let's talk about the rest of the card before you get out of here. Your predictions: TTop and Tay Rock.
I think T Top is at his best when he got something to say about his opponent. Um, I think T Top been snapping. I think
Mm-hmm.
him and Sharon. I think he went crazy versus Sharon. Um, was he in the? He had like one more this
He
year,
he
right?
battled Sharon, and
I don't get some of these caffeine comments sometimes too. Like, I was watching that battle on the full screen, like, yo, this battle is fire. And then I was like, yo,
he battled EK. He battles EK first,
oh yeah,
and then
yeah,
Sharon.
band shit, yeah, yeah. Now I remember watching that battle full screen, being like, yo, that battle was dope. T Top was snapping, and then I click out of the full screen and mad people hating on T Top. I was like, were we watching the same battle? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that. I think T Top been snapping, and I think that he does the best when he got something to say. Rock
Mm-hmm.
is somebody. It's crazy. Like Rock's like if you look at his fucking resume, dog, how could you not have him on Mount Rushmore? Like he's battled in every like since he came in, he battled the top guys, the every style. You know what I mean? Every tier. Like he might headline the card and then battle Glue Easy. You know what I mean? And then he'll go like that's very honorable to me. You know what I mean? So um, I think this battle's gonna be fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? The only thing that might change it is if the crowd is tired by then or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's gonna
Yeah.
last, but um, that's another thing I'm definitely trying to go on like first 3 to 4
You
and
want to do
enjoy the
that. You
rest.
want to do
Yeah.
that. Get that shit out the way immediately.
Um, I don't know who I'm gonna pick though. I think I think in the beginning it's gonna look like Rock is whipping his ass, but then T Top's gonna end up, winning. Like
Okay.
he does the marathon shit. You know what I mean?
All right. So
So
you got T Top. Easy and Goods. This one is an interview every hour about this battle from Easy from Goods
yo,
from everybody else.
I can't even I think like the first one I might have caught that one, but then yeah, every hour there's a brand new interview about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
I was
fact.
like, all right, whatever. I hear about it in the battle. Uh, yo, Goods is he's one of them guys that has this shit figured out because he's shown time and time again he could just sit out for a year, 2 years, whatever, come back and kill that shit. You know what I mean? So um, I definitely think this would be a challenge for Easy, but every challenge Easy has gotten, he's overcame it. So I gotta go with Easy.
Okay. You going with Easy. Geechee and Hollow.
You know what's wild? I was talking about my boys to my boy the other day. I don't even like predictions anymore. Like to be honest, like ever since I started battling and I know everybody on the card and shit like that, I'm kind of just like I became more unbiased. You know what I mean? I became more
Yeah,
like, all right, let's just see what happens. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I know people like doing predictions. It gets them excited or whatever. But that was a sidebar. Geechee and Hollow, shit. I think Hollow's gonna have like. I think Hollow is crazy on the stage. I think Geechee feels like, Geechee's probably angry because he got out the tournament versus Trufo.
yeah.
Uh, this battle's gonna be crazy. I'm a edge it to Hollow.
Okay. Um, none versus Danny Myers.
Shout out to Nun Nun. It's his first Gnome, right?
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to
Shout out
none.
to Nun Nun.
Congratulations. That's fire.
Yeah, he been going crazy. Uh, his rebuttal game is crazy.
Super.
Uh, shit, he's consistent. And then Danny, Danny's second Gnome, and I think Danny's gonna be in redemption mode. Oh shit, that rhyme.
Yeah,
Second
yeah.
Gnome,
Second known. He
redemption
gonna be in
Gnome
redemption mode.
mode. Yeah. Yeah, I think Danny's gonna be going crazy if he stays on, his regular attack and doesn't do like a third round about nuns and churches and shit. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like he'll be good. I think Danny is capable to redeem himself on the gnome shit. You know what I mean? But I think Nun is gonna definitely fight back.
Okay. And last but not least, JC and Swamp, $100,000 on the line. UM5 finalists. Who you got?
JC just been here for so long and people love him so much and he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He, he I think people underrate how crazy he is on the stage. Like
Yeah,
he's
for
never
sure.
got booed, right?
No, I don't ever remember JC getting booed on that big stage. Nah.
Yeah, yeah, like he did good versus you, right? He battled Suge and
Mm-hmm.
Philly. Like every time he's on the stage, he goes crazy. So that's definitely something that Swamp got to watch out for. But I think the thing that Swamp might have over JC, so JC got the pen and all of that, right? But Swamp might have like the ability to say something simple that shakes the crowd instead of like what he told Fonz, like I beat Nitty so you'll get a bag for him, in the future or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right?
Yeah,
That's such a simple bar that you don't gotta. It don't take a whole lot of thinking and twisting and bending words and shit like that. It's kind of just like a statement, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's something that Swamp might have over JC. Um, I think it's gonna be the upset, and I think Swamp's gonna win.
So you got Swamp winning the 100K. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Listen, but at this point, anybody going with Swamp is not really shocking as it was. It was shocking with Nitty. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of liars too, because a lot of people said
He
after
beat
that.
Yeah, he beat Nitty, dog.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of people. No, a lot of people said after that. Yo, I've been at Swamp. I've been. No, you didn't, because I didn't, and I don't
that's
think.
that narrative shit I was
Yeah,
talking about. It's
yeah.
literally
So
it could just be switched like that.
yeah, so then going into Fonz, he went from being. I feel like if him and Fonz obviously was announced before the Nitty battle, he would have been like a heavy underdog, and I feel like he might have. It might have still been an underdog because people might have said, "Oh, that's a one-time thing," but you had a lot of people saying that. But after he won the battle versus Fonz, it's like super difficult now for anybody to count him out in this situation because he's in the zone right now. Like he got 4 wins in like less than a month with
Especially,
dominating performances.
yeah, I think the Suge battle was the only one that was like, all right, but like
Yeah,
he went crazy versus
dot.
in Fonz, you know what I mean? Which is
Mm-hmm.
like very credible names and their pens too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So JC's the pen. I know JC does shit a little different. He doesn't only punch, and I think it's very possible for JC to win too. But I mean, if I gotta guess, I think Swamp's gonna do it. It's just a story of Ultimate Madness, right?
yeah,
The person
yeah.
like that you never thought was gonna win in the beginning.
Always wins. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
that soap opera story. That's a fact.
yeah, yeah. Facts.
But Gnome 12 this Saturday, Real Sick versus K Shine going down in Houston. Get your tickets if you haven't. I think it's still a few left, or show up on the building, or if you're not going to be in the building, watch it on Caffeine
Mm-hmm.
live and for free. Shout out to Real Sick for pulling up, plugging your merch, and we out of here.
Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the supporters and the haters. Shout out to you. Real6store.com for the merch. Shout out to everybody that's been copping. I always say there's more shit coming, but then I get busy with something else. But for real, we got the designs laid out and all of that, so that shit should be coming soon. Uh, Lots of music in the tuck, so music will be coming soon. Um, and yeah, Gnome 12 this Saturday. K Shine, tune in.
Copy. Got you.
All right,
All
bro.
right, bet, Sick. Got you.